Hey, how you all going? It's Jai, that Aussie metal guy here with Crank and with that metal station. Today I'm getting to have a chat with Jayden from Brisbane hardcore punk band. Brisbane, aren't you? You're the Brisbane lads.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brisbane hardcore punk
kind of
band.
all over the place.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because I had a look and I'm like, could I call them Brisbane? We'll go with Brisbane hardcore punk band. Anyway, are due to release their debut album, Help Me Help You, March 26th through Sharptone Records. How you going, man?
Good, man. Good. Feels cool to finally be able to say it's coming out.
It's coming out. I know you've been working on it for a while. I want to start first signing Sharptone Records, man. What's that mean for you guys? That must have been a bit of a boost getting on with Sharptone Records as well, considering all the bands they work with as well.
Yeah, for sure, man. It was pretty huge, and sort of like made us really believe in ourselves as well, because they came hunting for us. It wasn't like we were pitching to heaps of different labels and all that stuff. So they came to us and they're like, look, we love this band. Tell us what we need to have you guys. And we're like, fuck, like you guys are the label right now. So yeah, we're pretty stoked about that.
That's pretty good, considering they would have like checked out the strength of your EPs and looking at your earlier work and going, fuck, we've got to get these boys on there for their debut album. Must have been a bit of a, as you're saying, a bit of a pump up to you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Help Me Help You. Can you tell me a little bit about the making of that process? Because I know you have made this a little bit ago and you've kind of been sitting on it due to the COVID and everything like that. But can you tell me a little bit about the making of this album?
Yeah, for sure. Well, it sort of started off like we're getting to the point in the band's life where we thought it was time, because we've done like EPs, a few singles and stuff like that. We thought it was time to work towards like the debut. And at this point, there's like no label or anything involved. We've always been like a really DIY band at heart. So we really wanted to go out, do this album by ourselves, have no outside noise, and then see how it goes from there. So we actually recorded this album at the end of May in 2018, I want to say. So we've been sitting on it for that long. Then 2019 was sort of like working out how we wanted to go about it, talking to Sharptone. Because, as I said, we've been a DIY band. We've never had like an outside person sort of come in. So I guess we were like probably a little precious, like working out the record deal and all that stuff. But I mean, it's the most important thing to all of us in our lives. So I guess we want to get that sort of stuff right. And then, 2019 was sorting that out, put out a single at the end of the year, and we're like, cool. Album out started 2020, and then COVID came and smashed us.
Yeah, so you've been really fucking keen to get this out. It's new and fresh to us. Like, I got to bell out the album last night. It is a cracking album, and when I read in the press release, I'm like, oh yeah, there's different styles and genres, and different people will pick out different tracks and really gravitate towards them. But it really is, you really have got a fucking broad range of a little bit of everything kind of here, man. And everyone is going to be really impressed with the different styles and genres you have kind of experimented with here and there as well.
Yeah, thanks, man. That was something we really focused going into the writing stage. Because like, I'm sure we've all heard them. There's so many like incredible bands, and then their debut album is essentially like 3 singles and then a whole bunch of filler.
Yeah.
And like, I just didn't want to fall into that bracket. We're real big on dynamics, and you know, all 5 of us contribute to the writing, and we all have weird different tastes. So I like was so adamant that I was like, we need to have like a broad album that like shows off every side of us, because we didn't want to just be the 3 singles with some breakdowns and then a whole bunch of filler. So I think we achieved exactly what we wanted. So I'm pretty stoked.
It's a great track, and even like I was listening to that I Wish, and you know, you've got a little bit of the samples and everything in there, and it just, dude, killer track, man, as well. I fucking like that too, man. The whole album, man.
Yeah, it'll be funny, like for the metalhead sort of going into it, expecting just our heavy side. But I mean, if you've been paying attention to Stepson for a minute, you'll know that those sounds are sort of always there. And like, I Wish is cool. That's like, that's a song that our mums can listen to. So
yeah, yeah, break it out for the mums and for the missus that are complaining about the heavy breakdowns and shit all the time. Man, crack this one in there.
Yeah, exactly.
And Dream on Dreamer, you had Zach in there as well.
Yeah, we've been lucky enough to be good friends with those guys for a while, and yeah, we knew we wanted to involve Zach somehow. We just didn't know where. And when we were writing, honestly, laying out the vocals and stuff, Brock and I just had no idea what the fuck to do in that section, and we were kind of like, we're just like, "Yo, Zach, you want to sing on a song?" And then he was like, "Oh, dude, thanks for giving me such a sick part to do like vocals over." And we're like, "Yep,
yeah, you got it, buddy." It came out really well, that Hush track as well.
Yeah, he nailed it. I like it. So that one was like never gonna be a single, like anything like that. But I think it might be a few like quiet favorites for some people. It's like one of those low key ones that you sort of like sneak up on you, and you're like, "Oh fuck, that was actually cool."
Yeah, that's the thing when you put on albums. I'm a big album person. I love getting albums and listening to a whole album. And like you're saying, not just an album of 3 songs and some fillers. This is a good album where you can put in and you're going to get something different out of each album and thoroughly enjoy the heck out of it all the way through.
Yeah. Thanks, man. That's exactly what we wanted to go for. So
yeah. And what was
good that it's translated?
Yeah, it did. It definitely did translate, man. What was the recording and production process like for this? I know it was a little bit ago, but can you tell me a little bit about that process as well?
So everything we've done is with Callan Orr. He's been our producer from day dot. He's incredibly easy to work with. And yeah, it's kind of like we sort of only like working with people that are actually invested in the band and care. It's not just like paying some sound engineer to record our stuff and it's just a paycheck for him. So, well, hold up. Yo, I'm back. But yeah.
Good having people like that care about your albums. I've seen Callan Orr, he's been working for a while, and I've noticed the last few years some of the albums and some of the bands he's worked with, and the sound has been really good, and you can hear in his work that he actually fucking cares. And it's good to see in the Australian scene we have people like that are working behind the scenes with bands, doing the recording, the production side, and really giving, as I say, giving a shit about the music scene and the bands they work with.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's like very easy, like as you get more experience and older, to become like kind of jaded and just go through the motions. So it's cool having like the nice fresh attitude from Cal, and like, you know, we're friends before we're like associates. So that's kind of cool because like he can look at us and be like, I don't know about that, like that sucks, and we're not gonna get offended. And then vice versa, if he goes, oh, here's one of our ideas, and then we're like, that sucks, Cal, then you know, it's all good. I think that's real important when it comes to like working on stuff. Especially because we're pretty precious about our songs. We like to do it our way, kind of thing. But yeah, we recorded it down in Melbourne in when did I say, like May of 2018?
Yeah.
It took, I think the whole process was about 6 weeks. Sorry, man, I'm just getting another call. But
I've got someone at my door too.
yeah. But yeah, we've got recorded in the winter of 2018. It took a few months down in Melbourne there. We tracked drums separate with Lance Prank, which is cool because he can get them nice and big and fat sounding. Yeah, it's hard to talk about because it was so long ago.
So long ago. That's the thing, like, you know, through 2020, and I know you're probably not going to be able to say fuck all, but I bet, like, because this is kind of feeling a little bit older, you guys, no doubt you would have worked your asses off through 2020, kind of a little bit towards the next couple of albums, no doubt, as well, at least the next one.
Yeah, there's definitely a whole bunch of random demos sitting in the Dropbox.
Ready to go, which is good.
Yeah.
Have you got anything planned for the release? Have you got any live shows maybe lined up? I know here in Australia we're starting to do some shows, and I know they're capped and everything like that. Numbers are always changing, so it's a little hard to book too much. But are you doing any show wise for this?
Yeah, we got 3 album shows booked for sort of the end of June end of May, start of June. So
Cool.
we're just doing East Coast, Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne.
Yep.
It's a little tricky with all the COVID restrictions still. So that's why we're just starting with these like 3 little shows. Just focus on getting them right, see how the vibe is with like all the COVID restrictions, see how the rollout of the vaccines and all that shit happens. And then after that, man, like we're all road dogs. We want to be on the road as much as possible. So depending on all the like government shit, hopefully we'll be able to take it everywhere. And then November, we've got our first ever European tour as well. So
yeah, you're looking forward to that one? Because that was postponed. You were going to do that a while ago, eh?
Yeah, for sure. Europe's sort of like always been our biggest goal and like where we've wanted to go, for sure. It's always been what's interested us the most, like outside of Australia as well. Like nothing's ever going to beat home shows. But Europe's just seemed like that was like the goal. That was the pinnacle. So it feels really cool to actually, have our name up there on the fly and know that it's coming. Kind of sucks that a pandemic standing in the way of it, but it can't last forever.
But when you get over there, man, damn, it's going to rip, because those European crowds, not only metal, man, but punk, some of that hardcore punk coming out of Europe, man, like all sorts of great fucking music out of Europe. They really know where it's at. And it seems to be that like that kind of music sits up higher than the fucking pop shit they have, you know what I mean? It seems to be, it does better over there than it does,
Yeah, I've been told a room full of 100 crazy Germans is worth 1,000 crazy people anywhere else. So I'm keen to see it.
Heck yeah, I'm looking forward to that, dude, for you guys. Last word, shout outs, thank you. Is there anything you'd like to add in before we sign out, Jade?
Pretty much just, if you can, March 26th, check out our debut album. It's been a long time coming. I think it's pretty sick. I think there's everything you'd want in an album there. So yeah, March 26th, it's gonna be the best day of our lives. So
March 26th, everyone grab Help Me, Help You. Comes out March 26th, as Jayden said, through Sharptone Records. Grab it, put it in your fucking stereo, turn it up really loud, because the neighbors are going to want to fucking hear it too, man. Jayden, thank you very much, my friend.
Thanks.
Done.